4 hour candle looks horrible. Hmm. Good morning. Good morning. We in here looking at two movers that are getting some volume today: LGVN and ISPO. Uh, Oil long. Oh no, I cut my oil. I cut the oil. Oil started dropping yesterday. It was at 108 and dropped down to the 102. So I cut those plays. Um, and they came out with more news that they're opening up some of the reserves. So we got a lot more oil now to kind of burn through. So the demand went down a whole lot. So I kind of just jumped out of those oil plays. It's minus 6%. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But what I'm looking at, let's jump over to TOS. TOS, look at this daily chart though. It came down, tried to get back up here at the 108s. Then news came out yesterday, I believe, or the day before, one of them that said, "Hey, we got more oil coming out of we're unlocking the reserves." And so you see this descent. So I want to see where it actually bottoms out, and I want to wait for news because whenever you're trading something that's like a future or trading off of a future, it's got to have that catalyst like we had before. And all of the oil stocks that I was watching over here, like EGY, HUSA, USEG, INDO. Look at all of them. Red. Look minute. Wait a minute. Look minute chart. I'm in minute chart. I do not trade off the minute chart. I trade off the 5, the 10, the hour, anything but the minute. So you may be getting some type of plays down there on the minute chart, but I just don't mess with those lower time frames anymore. What's up, Donnell? Main watch LGVN. Yeah, I was looking at it over here. And ISPO was also up. ISPO, that 4 hour chart looks it's giving back a lot. So LGVN is definitely sticking out. Let's look at the scanners real quick. So we got LGVN and ISPO in the low floats. The mid floats kind of dead. Just some things moving downward. Path and Futa, a whole lot of downwards movement over here. And then in the higher floats, we got NIO. Dante, you said crude oil on the 5 minute looks bullish. I'm telling you, I'm looking at this. Okay, I have the yearly chart here. I have the monthly chart. I have the weekly chart. These charts are larger time frames than the 5 minute and the 1 minute. And plus, we have a catalyst that came out that said we have more oil being unlocked coming out of the reserves. So why would you be bullish with that kind of catalyst on a lower time frame? I mean, I can understand. What I'm saying is the potential for it to rip back up is very low. Now, if you're scalping, I can understand that. You're scalping, getting in and out real quick. But with these oil plays, I'm looking to hold a little bit longer because they're a little bit more valuable. Well, they were valuable, but now it's not as valuable. Let's see. Danchi says, looks bullish for me. I'm up 1% in 5 minute on oil. Nice. Leverage 150. Yep. And scalping. Yep. Gotcha. Scalp that thing to death. Let me jump back over here to Street Smart Edge. We got LGVN still looking like it's curling, but wait, what? What was that? Okay. Okay. March was profitable in the oil stocks. I gave back a little bit of profits on INDO because I thought it was gonna kind of go back up, but once that news came out, that catalyst, I got out before the news came out. When I was looking at this, when did I get out of that trade? I got out on one of these days, the 29th or 28th, one of those 2 days. And then the news came out when it was up here around that 108 area, and you can see it just fell down, kind of bounced on down. But I think that it's something to continue just keeping an eye on, not really focusing, but just keeping an eye on oil. But as for now, it's back to some of these little low float poppers that have been given some action. LGVN popped up from the $7 up to the 936. ISPO popped up from the $8 up to the 11 and gave a little bit back. So I don't know. We'll have to kind of see what these want to do. They are already up. So it would be a scalping thing for LGVN, but I want to see it set up some obvious stuff. I want to take obvious trades. Good morning, Lightning Rick. I keep forgetting over on Twitch you don't have any you barely have any latency, so you can pretty much hear as soon as I talk. That's why I'm looking at the responses. I'm like, oh, he's hearing me right then. It's not taking 30 seconds. Okay. News just popped out on crude oil. Treasury yields fall as U.S. is expected to tap oil reserves. Um, let's see. Treasury yields extend a 3-day losing streak with the 10-year down to 2.33%, 2.35 on Wednesday. News that President Biden is going to release up to 1 million barrels of oil a day from U.S. reserves. Stocks or Stokes hopes of inflation relief, potentially easing pressure on the Fed to raise rates more aggressively. Weekly jobless claims rise to 202,000 as investors wait for Friday's non-farm jobs report. The 2-year Treasury yield remains very close to the 10-year benchmark at 2.30 as investors worried that the monetary tightening could lead to a recession. So, just a little bit more news out there on that one. Still pumping. I see it, man. I see it moving up, but yeah, I'm just I'm just avoiding things that are red on the day. Now it may hold, over 100, but take that profit where you can get it and get on down. And like I said, either way it goes, I'm gonna be green on the day as long as I'm not red in the market. ISPO transitioning into a red 4-hour candle. We got about 15 minutes to the bell. So, Donchi, are you actually trading the future of oil, or are you trading because I don't think there's any stocks moving. You must be trading oil itself. If you are, then I can understand why you're scalping and doing all that. Yeah, okay. That's why. Yeah. Well, yeah, go for it. I mean, you're doing the actual future itself. I was trading stocks off that future. The SPY still at the 458. I don't know what she's talking about. Let's get it. So let me start looking for places where this thing can possibly fall down to on LGVN. because it just got started. Has a possible little support here at the 825s. LGVN may be having to pull back though. What's the news on LGVN? What's up, Lori? LGVN News Longeveron publishes a peer-reviewed study of phase 1 trial. Oh, I don't like that news. Treatment, patent titled treatment of Alzheimer's disease with allogenic, oh my goodness, that word, and then stem cells. So it's basically a review on phase 1 trial. I don't like that. Let's look at ISPO. Does it have any better news? ISPO just had an option alert. They got their price target. They got their price target moved to $10. Looks like. Yeah, Lori, I don't like that news and it will rip. Yeah, I don't know, man. That news on just a review. If that happens, oh well. What's up, Daniel B? I mean, if it does rip on that news, it's gonna have to give me a nice low setup before and show me a obvious breakout point. So it's got a lot of work to do, basically. Yeah, I know it's a previous ripper, but LGVN had a lot better news the last time it ripped. But we'll see. Don't want to get joked in though. It hasn't. So all of this movement is a pre-market move. So we need to see where a bottom is on this thing too. NILE also has good PR. NILE. Let's see what the news is on now. Woo! Let's see. Look at this. This chart looks like it disappeared. Like the price just disappeared. It just went so low, it just exited the chart. Now it's been let's see what kind of news are there. BitNow repays 66 million senior secured notes. Announces completion of payment, completion of senior notes. Okay. Let me see. Senior pay. What? Senior secured notes. Okay, so senior secured notes means secured or unsecured notes or other debt of the company issued after the closing date. And the indebtedness represented thereby, provided that the terms which do not provide any scheduled repayment, mandatory redemption, or sinking fund obligations prior to latest maturity date. other than customary offers, net proceeds, blah blah blah. So basically, they just paid off some debt. What's up, SB? So yeah, NILE, definitely a nice little longer term hold. You can grab 10 shares down here at $83 and make. What kind of company is this? Let me go see what kind of company this is. Okay, based in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States, 144 employees, capital markets. What do you do? BitNow Holdings Inc., through its subsidiaries, designs, develops, and manufactures and sells power system solutions for the military, aerospace, medical, and industrial telecommunication industries in North America, Europe, the Middle East, and internationally. It offers custom power system solutions, high grade flexibility series power supply products as such as power rectifiers and value added services for original equipment manufacturers. The company also provides power conversion and distribution equipment, direct current, active current inverters, and uninterrupted power supplies. Okay, and radio frequency microwave filters. Woo! They supply everything. They are like China. Further, the company engages in lending and investing in real estate and distressed asset spaces, and Bitcoin mining and data center operations, as well as provides digital marketing services. It sells its products directly through its sales force as well as through independent manufacturer representatives and distributors. The company was formerly known as Alt Global Holdings Inc. BitNow Holdings Inc. was incorporated in 1969 as is and is headquartered in Las Vegas, Nevada. Wow, that thing does everything. It's got bit mining, all the military stuff. They got their hands in everything. Um, Wait a minute. What happened to Ben? Not that bug. Dallas has some call outs too. I'm gonna look through. I didn't see Ben come in here. Ben, good morning, everyone. I won't be streaming again today. I feel like I got slapped by Will Smith. Ha ha. Um, so you have the C. What are you buying? Okay, so let's look through these stocks that Dallas put up. HH. I'm tripping. You said sub 8. Okay, got you. Now LL. LL was one that you're looking at. What is this? Okay, LL Flooring Holdings. Okay. This definitely a low float. What do they provide? They provide flooring, specialty hard surface flooring. Where are they located? United States, Virginia. Okay, so this is a flooring company. What caught your attention about this flooring company? Is there or they do they have earnings coming up or what? I'm gonna and while you answer, I'm going to look through the other ones too. FF Future Fuel Corp. This one's another United States in Montana, St. Louis, Montana. Future Fuel Corp. Manufactures, sells diversified chemical, bio-based fuel, and bio-based specialty chemical products. Glycerin. And do these have news on? Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and look at we're coming up to the open too. I'll look through the rest of those in a minute. Let me add them over here so I won't forget. LL FF SB DB MSEC. You know, I'm slow. I just realized you were putting in the initials to people. And I'm looking at stocks. So I don't know, man. I just realized what you were doing, Dallas. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Well, I guess that's my cue, man. But anyway, our top watches on the day were LGVN, LGVN, and ISPO. One is up almost 40%. One is up about 21%. LGVN, that news, they just have a peer review article basically on a phase one trial or whatever. And ISPO, they are kind of questionable as well, especially on their daily chart. I don't really like ISPO's daily chart though. Had a nice big pop, came down, and just has been going flat for so long. Hasn't even really started an uptrend. Up, the market's just opened. So LGVN is still green, so we'll watch that one first. Getting pancake there. Nice little pancake out of the open. Okay, all those are red, so we'll watch the scans and see if anything pops back up, but we'll watch and learn. The high of day is the 971 up here on LGVN. Got a little flat top here. Let's see. Resistance level. ISPO lost a lot quickly. Wow. Took a nice little dump out there. High of day is 1036. And behind this 4-hour chart, that just does not look good right there. All right, LGVN. Everything taking a little dive real quick. Lori says Nile is ripping. Let's just look at Nile. Nile is red on the day though, so it can't be ripping. Can't be. Let's see. LGVN getting back up there. Forming today's high. Going up and touching. Some very quick movements down. See if we can get through that top and start to hold. Give us a nice obvious setup after it falls. It's back green on the day though, which is good. See if it can hold the green on the day. And that's why I like Street Smart Edge, so I don't even have to go over there. I can just look right here and see, hey, is it red or green on the day? And yeah, it did rip 5% down. So getting that high up there, and let's see if we can get a trend started. It's up so much, almost 50%. And then everything else has went red, looks like, across the board. Let's go to Market Watch. What's the SPY doing? SPY is at 457 right now. Dallas says PIK gapping. Pick. Okay, pick. Closed down here at the $5, opened up at 50 cents above that. It's gonna have to compete on the day though. Needs more volume. LGVN has all the eyes on it right now. So I will wait for LGVN to fail before I go and mess with something like that. Speak of the devil. It's like it wants to come on back down. What is this? 935-ish. It's trying to hold there though. A little bit. Got this bottom right here, the $9. So it's right above the 9. So if it cracks down this 9, that's going to be a perfect little rundown for the shorts. Getting up there though. So we got this high of the $10 here. Are they going to push it up to 10? Wow. Big pull down. Fake breakout right there. I knew this was going to become a little bit of resistance for it. Ain't no way. Because with that news, that horrible news that came out, all you got to do is wait for this one to fail. Wait for shorts to win on it, and then look for the real mover on the day. Let's go. And it might be pick. It might be pick coming up. You never know. You just gotta wait for the top one to fail, especially when it has horrible news. So let's get down. Want to see it get down to the 925 area. Picking up just a little bit. Got 412 shares, 412,000, 13,000 shares traded on it. It's a low float. So if it can get that volume and start standing up to some of these other ones, that would be beautiful. Dallas called out MULN as well. MULN. MULN up 10%, up 4% from the open. LGVN slowly giving up the ghost. Trying to hold up that 950 level, kind of failing. Okay, so it's giving us a high, so we'll see if we can see some obvious setups off of that. Look at the daily chart. MULN giving back a whole lot of profit there, over 20 cents right there, going back red on the day. So what is still green? PIK is green. LGVN holding that 950 there, came down. Still not enough for me. I think it's going to continue down. If it can hold below that 950, it's going to be in trouble. Yeah, MULN, that was it for today. Let's see. Yeah. Little 40-cent rip. Pick. Throwing some wicks. Gotta get more volume in that thing though. All right, LGVN finally giving up the ghost there, getting down to that 925 level. So now we're starting to see what kind of trend sets up off of this 975. Well, no, we don't care about the trend because the news is horrible on this one. What we want to watch is what's still green. MULN and pick. Oops. Let me go look at MULN's news. Mullen Automotive CEO David Mishery says a fairly large company will be buying the company's van vehicles in the close future. That's weak. That's weak. Somebody just buying their van. Okay. Okay. Pick. Let's check that pick news. Earnings scheduled for March 31st. It is March 31st today. So it's gonna be a very weird day for it if earnings are coming out. You don't want to get caught in the wrong position on pick. Donnell says MULN ran to 950, and Dallas says jobless claims is negative news. Yeah. Wait a minute. Which one would jobless claims affect? Pick or wait? Let me see what pick is. What is pick? Internet retail. Pick sales closed basically. Okay, and then MULN. Automotive vehicle company, electric vehicles. All right, what in the world just happened? I just looked at the what? This is what I'm talking about. This is earnings day. You don't want to get caught playing with pick. MULN is electric vehicles though, but it is red on the day. Looking at the daily chart looks disgusting on MULN. All right, so let's find some good stocks. Let's see what's coming up. Let's jump over here to the scans. We see LGVN. LGVN, ISPO, those two that have failed. Everything's gone red. VTNR is making its way up. Vertex Energy Option Alert, whatever. Not enough volume to compete. ARTE, don't like this daily chart. Looks like absolute death. KOS. What is this? KOS. Energy price 650 from 6. I don't know, but all looks like all of the higher flow stocks are red. We got a couple here: Oxy, American Airlines, TEL, KOS that are okay, but I don't really know what their charts are looking like. Don't really care because I don't like those. But yeah, we got some depth in the market today. If y'all see anything else pop up on one of your custom scanners or something, we can check it out. But trying to avoid near-death experiences today. The SPY has had such a long run. Is it ready to finally form a new bottom? It looks like it's getting ready to form a new bottom. It definitely has a ways that it can pull down to the 450 or the 445, any of those for a new bottom. We see LGVN bounced off that $9, but I think it's going to end up breaking down the 9 on that horrible news. Pick continuing to stay under the $5. Of course, you know I don't trade under $5 anyway. So just a lot of manipulation that can go on. Too soon for a new bottom in your opinion on the SPY? I mean, but it's been running for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days of just upwards. It's gotta come down. It's gotta take a break. You know how many accounts it's blown? 12 days of account blowing. Yeah, if MULN can get up to 5, I'll be interested. Other than that, it is dead to me. No, 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 no. No, not bottom right here. I'm saying it's got to form some type of dip. I don't know how low it's gonna go. I'm saying it just needs a break, a little rest after a 12-day run up. But I'm not talking about right here where it is now. I'm saying it has room to pull back to the 450. It can drop $5 and just start to settle, or it can drop even further than that and find that new bottom, is what I'm saying. Yeah, One Life, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Nah, man. Ain't no way I'll be this thing this thing moved from the 415 up to the 450. If it stopped right here, there'll be magic. That will be a trick that many people will fall for. All right, so let's see if we can spot any type of trend setting up today on some of this like pick or something. Let's see, ADGI. Let me look at my old watch list and see if anything is looking fairly decent over here. Nope, all that INDO and all that still kind of muddling around. All those oil stocks still trying to figure out what they want to do. Where is oil right now? Let me look over here. Oil is at the 104. So it came up a little bit, but still not interested because it's too much negative catalysts on it. One life or Daniel B says 1 life, 1 chance. I bought 50 shares of Path for $2 rebound. Nice. For Path, let's go look at Path. Did they have a little shoot up today? Came down to the 21. Came back up. Wait a minute. Or maybe you entered in here at 22 and got this little $2 rip here. 22. Possibly, I don't know. But it definitely came down quite a bit. Down 22% on Path. MULN, do we have a obvious setup yet? Nope. Yeah, that is a dumpster fire. Let's jump back over here to the scanners. I do see Path down here. I just didn't pay attention because it's so far red. And usually the only way I play a dead cat bounce is if it drops like 75%. It's got to drop a lot. 50%. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. One Life, how he played it. He had to play it that way. All right. MULN slowly making its way, slowly with a very small range. Has a top up here, the 350. And just curling downwards. Where did it close? It closed at the $3. So it's only 25 cents from the close of yesterday. I think it has a lot more room to go down. All it needs to do is lose 20 cents. And it is red on the day. LGVN, what you end up doing down here? Did you end up dying? 903. It held this range just a little bit, but I don't think it has the gusto to get all the way back up here to the 970s. I think it's gonna go ahead and break down. MULN continually pulling red to greens and green to reds though. Pick continuing down as well. ADGI. IGMS. What are you looking like? Don't have enough volume on it. It's a super low float. It's like 8 million in the float, but it's been holding this little range here. Just doesn't have the liquidity I like. Like I said yesterday, I am going to be extra picky with everything that I put my money into, especially for a quick day trade. You may think I have something against these stocks. I do. I have a problem. I have a problem with them all. All right, ISPO came down here, hit the 9. Let's see, what's this range? 957 up to the 1047, so a dollar move there. And the high was, it's tried to, can it hold over the 1040s will be the question. Because that's the high right now. Let me put that as a resistance level here. 1040 high of day. It's almost back green on the day, but giving up the ghost around that 1040 level. Throwing a little wick up here. 1040 is the test, though. It's got to stay above that 1040 on ISPO. And then it has a top up here of what, the 1172-ish. Got 7 million shares traded on it. $10.40 is looking real weak there. Will it lose that 45 here? 44, 38. Trying to hold up that 1040 level. Up, slice through it. A lot of shorts entering around there. See if they can make it dump through this 1020. There's the almost broke 1020, 1025-ish. 1020 got touched. It's breaking on down on ISPO. Tried to get this little hold point, couldn't get it. All right, so it threw a wick up there. We'll just keep our eye on it. But definitely not looking good after that little crash down. It's grinding its way down on the 15-minute as well. Not a lot of action back up to the upside. MULN finally staying red, looking, well, I was about to say looking for the drop through the 315. There's a drop through the 315. This is why I try to stay away from trading stocks that go red on the day, because shorts are already winning on that stock on the day. The only way it'll reverse is possibly either some crazy sentiment comes through or a catalyst drops. IGMS still doesn't have what I'm looking for. LGVN coming back up here and finding more resistance up here again. So we'll see if a trend sets up and it gives a obvious little entry for a quick little scalp. But as of now, not looking like it. Has a top up here of the 1017. And we can actually put a trend out here now. Trend line. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait for this 15-minute to close, then I'll put the trend line. MULN continuing on down, breaking down the threes and all that. How? Why don't you trade under $5? Cause it's trash. Levels don't hold. Look at now. Look at this. Look at this. Lori says she thinks CLVR is a good swing. It's in a triangle pattern and will have more catalysts. Let me see, CLVR. And let me go and look at the news. If CLVR. Okay, Clever leaves holdings. Shares are trading higher. Not seeing any company specific news for the session. Let's see. Any news further back then? So literally in their news, it says they have no news. So let's continue looking back. Mid-morning market, oil dips. What kind of company is CLVR? I think I looked this one up before, I believe. Clever Leaves Holding. Oh, cannabis. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have to come out with news. I don't wanna guesstimate their news and say they will have more news. I'd rather just see that they have news and then trade it. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw a trend here on the 15-minute. It's trying to work its way out of that trend. We'll see if it comes back below that trend. But we do know that this top has been a problem for it. So will it push back into this trend? The 915 level is pretty much where the breakdown would be. Oh, it does have a little bit of trend on the 5-minute that needs to crack right through here, which is cracking right now. Cracking back below. So I don't like this trend anymore. I'm gonna have to see it kind of trade around a little bit more. I don't like it. Not really solid trends there. MULN going on down to $3. Pick continuing downwards. Okay. IGMS. Well, what a weird day we've had. Keep pulling back SPY. Boom, boom. Let's look at where the SPY is. Yep, that's what I was thinking, man. We were right on the same page. It needed to continue down. Needed to continue down. Not just it wasn't a once. After a 12-day run, it's got to pull back. And it may have a couple of days of pullback. This might just be the first day that it's just initiating that pullback. And this is off of a previous resistance level, which was the 460 anyway. I'm going to take MUL off of my watch list. I'm tired of looking at it. Take pick off my watch list. Those are all trash. Just watching for the open, and then, you can't keep trash around, man. It'll pile up. Could you be in? Seeing ICVX pop up here. ICVX, what are you? Let's see. I need to see. It's up 30%. Must have been halted or something. Look at the news there. Um, ICE. Okay, phase 1 trial. They're up year over year. Do they have any more important news, like better news? And when did this news drop? This news dropped at 3 this morning. It had a Q4 at loss and arrows. I don't like it. Actually, if we look at the 2-hour charts, this thing dropped from 12 and had a little bit of a dead cat bounce here. So yeah, I really don't like it. I'm good. VTNR. Hmm. I may keep this one up here. VTNR. Giving a nice little pullback. What was the range on this? 8 up to 9, so $1 range. But it's been going up for quite a while. It's related to oil. Let me see where oil is at now. Oil back down to the 103s or 103.50. The trend may be a little bit too steep. I don't know. If it tests it and holds it down, that'll be great. Continues to hold right here at the $9 though. So it's got this bottom of the 880. Trying to pull a red to green move again. Testing the trend. Has a flat top up here of the 959. So resistance. Definitely lost a lot of volume. The first candle had 5 million shares traded on it. These are getting around 1 million traded on them. Continues to pull those red to green moves there though. Will it respect the trend? Or will I need to redraw? It's like a little bit. Let's see, is that a double top? High was 954, high 950. Opening up a little bit higher, but I'm not worried about that. That can come down very quickly. The break point, let's see, 928 would be a big failure. $928. Can we get that breakdown? $950's coming up there on the bid there. Small size, not enough to push it. Still getting plenty of volume though. Yeah, it's got the most volume on the day. Coming right there to that little flat top, that little 950 area. Want to see a failure here. You took it at 941. Okay. Prayers up. Prayers up, man. Throwing the wick. Now we're getting a little bit more obvious trend. Nice and green on the day too now. Up 4% since the open. Back up to this top of the 970, 980 level. Let's draw that as some resistance. There. Now I just need a failure, man. Just need a failure. Green on the day. Plenty of volume. Nice fake breakout again. Come on, buddy. Okay, so I got my trend here at 925. That'll be a $0.25 test. Patience, patience, patience. Okay, now there we go. All right, so now we're finding a nice little obvious trend now. We'll see if it can hold up the $9 again. And let's go ahead and draw this trend across the board. And the $9 is pretty much becoming that spot. Looking for obvious setups. Don't want to get faked in. So we got a small uptrend right here. Getting a little sell-off inside of this little consolidation. We have a bottom here of the 930-ish, so 925 test level of the quarter dollar. Can it do it? $9.25 test coming there. Going back red on the day as well. So we found a nice little trend that did hold it down under all of this resistance. And the bottom here is the 882. Can it reclaim that trend that it just broke of the 932? Or is it building momentum to go down to the downside? Okay, so I see on the 15-minute, it's starting to crack the 15-minute trend that we had out there. Yeah, Donnell, that's why I want a low buy, man. If it's already up this much, like this is a $2 rip, and it just gave us the obvious trend right there, and that was the test of that trend. So I was like, I'm gonna let this thing test this trend, pull down, and show me it has strength over this level of the 890-ish level. It's the bottom of the previous candle on the 5-minute of the 911. Yeah, running out of volume here as well as it's coming on down. Million, 500,000. Watch these next couple of candles to see how that volume acts. The other thing to consider is how retail traders are going to treat the indicators. It is below VWAP and it is crossed over the 5 and about to cross over the 15-minute 9 EMA. So how are they going to react to that? Are they going to be like, oh, let's buy? Or are they going to be like, nah, bro, it's over and sell through the 911? Well, there's our answer, huh? Real quick. So let's see what the reaction is down here at the 882, breaking out of this channel range. And at this point, looking at the downtrend, it broke that downtrend. So now it will need to move all the way back up to the downtrend, which is at 60 cents above where it is now. You'll be out at $9. Let's see. That's a lot of space to cover back up to that. So it may, if it chops sideways and then it eventually runs back into that downtrend, maybe it'll be a breakout. But at this point, shorts are winning. NOx, SPO, NTR, USPT. Yeah, not seeing too much more on my scans. Everything, the low floats were pretty hot today, but they just didn't have the news to be hot in the long direction. LGVN, ICVX, NNOX. What was the news on NOx? NNOX. NanoX Imaging shares trading higher after company reported better than expected Q4 sales results. Look at their daily chart here. Getting a little pop there. Nano Imaging. Not really what I'm looking for either. They had good Q4, but they need to be solving some type of bigger problem. Hmm. ISPO coiling back up here. Let's see, bottom 1081 was the high of the day. It's gonna have to set up a obvious trend for me. Not willing. All right, SB. Well, by the time you get back, I may or may not still be streaming because I'm gonna be going out and making some money myself out in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this thing's really slowed down. I don't like the way the volume's moving. The last candle did not make it to 1 million shares traded. And now this candle, I doubt is gonna make to 1 million. Has so much resistance ahead of it. Already made this big old rip. So I just don't have faith in it getting back up to that trend line there. Especially not quickly losing that volume like that. Out of PIK, let's see, what is PIK? Where did it end up ending? Yeah, that one was a weird one, man. That thing's it's popped a couple of days in a row, but it's just I don't know if they're still circulating articles on it or what, but it has those pops, those random pops. But I've gotten to the point I'm like, man, if it's not one of the top movers on and has liquidity, I'm scared. I'm scared. Give LGVN a little bit more time. I don't know if it can actually. I mean, it held up this long, but just like, bro, hurry up, make a decision. On the hour chart, breaking down the body of the previous hour, which is a 921. Can we go ahead and get a break of the $9? If so, I'm probably gonna be done for the day because pretty much everything failed. ISPO getting up there and touching that high of day. Once again, finding more resistance there. But is it setting up an actual trend here? I don't know. Still red on the day. Still has a lot of potential to go down. So I'll still be careful on that one. That's the first check back up for the trend. Yeah, this thing's dying. Um, one life, one life called out to CARG. What kind of company is this? I'm guessing it has something to do with cargo. Hopefully. Oh, car gurus. Oh, okay. Cars. Cambridge. Search for new car listings. Hmm. 1050 is gonna go ahead and jump through there. Open lower under the trend. Not looking good there doing that. Needs to come back down and then do a third test of that trend. Throwing a little wick up there. Will the shorts take back over? Coming back green on the day. So this trend is irrelevant as of now. Have to do another one. LGVN. Still doing this thing as well. Let me. IGMS is up there. Starting to break over that 1050 and giving a little bit of a pullback. Can we get an obvious trend though? Okay, so there's our test. Okay, so the third test of that level could be a nice break back up if it doesn't crack down the body of this previous candle, which is the 1030s, which is super close. Has a bottom here of the 975-ish level. But it is still green on the day, surprisingly. If it pulls another red to green, I'm gonna leave it alone. The shorts have been winning too long at this level. It should have held the 1040 here high of day. Actually, that's not the high of day anymore. The high of day is 1080 something. So this will be just a head and shoulders breakdown. There we go. There's the breakdown right there. Bam. Popping back up there, but they think they can save it. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. All right. So yeah, that was the last hope of the day to stay to stay green. Everything else looks like it just doesn't want to play ball like that. You took a 3% out of my IMTE after a 31% drop. On IMT it dropped that much? What? Oh yeah, that thing did take a nice little dive down there. That's crazy. Did it have earnings or why did it drop like that? Was it news related or catalyst related? This one actually kind of did the setup that I was looking for, but I just don't like the volume on this one. Came down, tested once, broke. But look how much it broke out. It broke out 6 cents. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah. ISPO definitely lost all favor there on that drop. Dropped from the 1050 all the way down to the 975. And LGVN, has it broken down 9 yet? Not yet. Still holding that level right there. I do not have a lot of faith in it with things hawking down like this. At this point, the trend up here will be the 962. It will need to move 50 cents back the other direction. And with this volume, look at the volume just falling off slowly. 138,000 thousand shares on this candle. Trying to hold up that 915 level. Let me look back on the charts and see why it's holding that. What is at the 915? I don't know what's at that level, but I doubt it's going to end up holding. So we're in another dip attempt. Still red on the larger time frames, trying to hold up the body of this previous candle, 921. And I'm wondering, can it hold this $9? But with the volume falling off like it is and how much it's lost through the beginning of the day, just don't have a lot of faith in it. It's been a slow burn. So yeah, I'm gonna give the stream about maybe 15 more minutes just to see where this thing goes, but not looking great on the charts. LGVN has let me see, wait. Uh Dallas said it was a liquidity situation. The market maker did a shakeout that I held through. Oh, okay, got you. And then One Life says LGVN has a lot of retail stuck in this range. Daniel B and myself will sell short 2 million shares and start the sell off. Hey man, you got the power, man. Let it flow. But it is holding in this level on this little uptrend. Okay. Getting balled up to VWAP. Will we have a big slash down like the other ones? Or will it be ready to go up a little bit higher? Coming back green on the day for just an inching green, but not giving a whole lot of confirmation that it wants to stay green. So we have this new little trend at this point. 908 is that spot for it. Giving it a second here. You got 4 million shares short at 980. Let's see if it starts to hold at 925 here. Plenty of volume. It looks good on the 15 though. And on the hour chart now. The bottom of this candle. Let's see. It's going green, but struggling to get the 940s up there. 943 is where it's at. So I just don't know, man. If this thing just blows up, oh well, it'll do it without me. It's a little bit too dangerous right here. If it can come back down and hold this $9 again, though, that would be insane. I'm gonna have to get in. See if we can break down those 40s and start to get under the 30s here. So at this point, this is where it needs to hold ish. 911, 910. Because if it breaks that down, boy, they're going to get a party started and it won't stop. Looking, waiting, watching. Can we see a true cascade today? There's a little drop through the quarter dollar level test there. Popping back up a little bit. Has a bottom of the 922. Holding there again. What's the top of this? Top high is the 945. I may give it a 950 try to see what it wants to do. As long as it can hold the 30s. See 35, 34 on the bid. Looking right here. Well, we see 33s, 32s. There's 33, 32s. Continue to hold in this level, though. Dallas says Spy is pulling his trousers back up. 941. Opening up a little bit higher there. I think I want to play ball with this. Continues to hold up, man. Just want the scalp. That's all I want is this scalp. If it can hold this level here again, 910. I mean, it's been all over this level. But I'll be breaking my rule because it is back red on the day. So all things considered, let's go look at IMTE popping out there, $3 rip there. See, it's nice and green on the day. So I think I'm just going to be a little bit picky like I was at first and follow my rules because I don't want to get in a bad situation for no reason. Just don't see it. It's failed to come back green. Let's count the times it's failed to come back green. So green was a 941. 941-ish right here. I'll draw a horizontal line. 941. It came up here 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and failed, just failed more and more and more each time that it came up. So that is a solid piece of resistance right there at that 941. So I'm going to leave that on the table and not really play ball with that one. IMT did not have the volume for me today. If you're already in it, you're probably doing great. But yeah, definitely not my cup of tea. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to shut it down so I can get out of here. LGVN, man. Disappointing. But I was patient. I waited for my confirmations. And those confirmations, even if it did go, I would be like, hey, I just missed it. It didn't get my confirmations. But since, you know, it's continually failed at that 941, we identified that as a level, no matter how it looked moving through it the first couple of minutes with all that volume, that level became an actual resistance. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here again. If you enjoy the content, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, you can consider subscribing. If you're over on Twitch, appreciate you for joining us as well. You can hit the follow button if you want to follow on Twitch. And yeah, I'm going to have to leave it here today. Nice little... Wait, what is today? Today is Thursday. Yeah, I definitely need to get out of here. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Check out frameworkfortune.com if you want to get into our Discord. We talk about everything investing and entrepreneurship. talk about cryptos, NFTs, real estate, whatever you want to talk about. And you know, we definitely like to have a bunch of different traders, different perspectives of the market is what I love. So, you know, you can come in the chat, drop your opinions, you can come into Discord and we can talk about it. But anyway, that is it for me today. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.